I was on the blue line headed east, and the blue line turned orange and red and yellow too. In the sunset of 5:15, the train I ride home every day. I've seen some of you before. And that's where I heard the secret of my own life from a schizophrenic. I believed every schizophrenic I ever met. Grandma, cousin, nephew, mom. Anyways, I was on the blue line headed home with that headache you have after work, with that dull, sore throat you have after work, after a long day of staring at a computer screen, talking to a judge, whatever it is that you do. I heard him singing, I smelled him, he hadn't showered, and what I saw was the cigarette burns in his brown raincoat. And I knew that this was a man telling the truth because he was singing so loud in public. And what he was singing was, work, 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 stop and go. Work, 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 stop and go. Work, 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 everybody work. Animals work. I said, this guy knows something. I said, I better sit next to him. That was back when my beard was blue. That was back when my eyebrow was pierced. That was back when my scalp was shaved all the way clean. That was back when my beard came all the way down to my chest and I could braid it. That was back before he told me the secret of the truth. That was back when I was a student. So I sat down next to him, and I smelled him, and I saw him, and I heard him too. And he kept singing. And I looked at him, and I said, what's that song about? And he looked at me, and he said, the CIA has filled zoos with animals. And I said, you're right. Those motherfuckers. He said there's bears in there. He said there's monkeys in there. He said there's all kind of animals all over the world in cages. And then he started singing that song about work again. I went home. I shaved off my beard. I grew my hair out. Look. I went home and I realized that I was going to have to be 70 before I could be free. That I was going to have to be 70 before I could sit on the train with an archaeology book and cigarette holes burned in my raincoat, my tan raincoat, before I could sing in public, before I could tell some young guy the secret of the truth of his own life. It was going to be a while before I became schizophrenic. I had some money to make. So I sat with him a long time and people gave me strange looks, and they were right. Because I was learning something from them while I learned something from him. I was learning the same secret from two different angles, which was get it together and go to work, because that's your lot in life. Shave that beard off, stupid. The judge is afraid of you. I looked to my left and I looked to my right and I looked into the sun, because that's why the blue line was glowing red and orange and yellow too. At 5:15, and you're not going to believe me when I tell you that I saw an image there when I looked to my left, somewhere around Girard, somewhere between Girard and Somerset. Maybe it was Berks, maybe it was York Dauphin. And I saw somebody, probably young in a leotard, dancing on the spine of a worn-out factory, a burned-out textile mill. I saw a ballerina dancing in the sunset. But I'm no ballerina. I'm a fat guy drinking Rolling Rock. So I listened to the schizophrenic, and I went to work, and I got into my cage. But one day I'll be 70, and I'll smell real bad. One day I'll burn holes in my jacket, and one day I'll tell a young man, work, work, work. Stop and go. And maybe he'll hear the secret that I have to say.